Good evening. Welcome to the live streaming Christmas Eve worship service of the Universalist Unitarian Church of Riverside. I'm Bonnie McFarland, a member of the worship committee, and I will be your worship associate this evening. And we invite you to worship with us with an open mind and an open heart. As we enter into our sacred time together, I invite you to get comfortable. Turn down your phones and other distracting devices. Let the stresses of the outside world slip away. This Christmas Eve is the time we have created together by our connected presence and shared intent to learn, to understand, to make the world a better place, and to share fellowship. Though we are in our individual spaces, a day will come when we will be together again in our beloved church sanctuary. For now, let us relax and breathe. The Reverend Suji Fox is our speaker, and she will lead us through most of this beautiful service this evening. Suji has been a member of this church for several years and has graced our pulpit, virtual or otherwise, on a number of occasions. Suji has been a public school teacher, a minister at the Home of Truth Church in Alameda, California, founded in 1887, so almost as old as our church. They also honor the truth of all religions. And she's been a student of Course of Miracles for years. Suji has also been a political activist, where I first got to know her from, for many years with the professed goal of bringing spirit, education, conscious breath, and the common sense that we're all one to our world. A little later, Lee Greer, our president of the Board of Trustees, will share with us some information and well wishes from the board. And now I turn the virtual pulpit over to Suji.
You're muted, Suji.
Thank you.
Unmute her.
Okay, thanks. All right, I am muted. Hello, everybody, and I'm really happy to be here with each of you. I don't see you very often, even when it wasn't COVID. I live a little bit away. Anyway, right now, just so you know, tonight we'll be exploring and honoring the wonders of the dark and the light, the darkness and the lightness of life. And right now, let us go to our chalice, lighting of the chalice, and honoring first our Moringa people. Sacred Flames, Indigenous Peoples Remembrance Candle Lighting. Let us acknowledge that we walk upon the traditional territories of the Moringa, the original people of this land, who continue to cry out for justice and self-determination. In honor of the Moringa people, we, the Universalist Unitarian Church of Riverside, light this sacred flame as the stewards of this sacred and holy place. We are blessed with a space and opportunity to strive to live out our common principles, to bring justice, equity, and compassion into our daily lives, to resist all that threatens the earth and her people, and to live out our dream of a world community of peace, liberty, and justice for all. Let these thoughts carry us forth as we journey and worship together. This reading is A Spark of Hope by Melanie Davis. If ever there were a time for a candle in the darkness, this would be it. Using a spark of hope, kindle the flame of love, ignite the light of peace, and feed the flame of justice. And now, everyone, please rise in spirit and join us in singing hymn number 244, It Came Upon the Midnight Clear. We'll follow Alex and Margaret's lead.
It came upon the midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from angels panting neath the earth to touch the hearts of gold. He saw the earth to all goodwill, from heaven the news we bring. The world in solemn stillness lay, to hear the angels sing. But with the woes of war and strife, the world has suffered long. Beneath the angels' strain have rolled 2,000 years of wrong. And we who fight the wars hear not the love song which they bring. Oh, hush the noise of battle strife, and hear the angels sing. For though the days are hastening on, by prophets but foretold, when with the ever-circling years comes round the age of gold, when peace shall over all the earth its ancient splendor sling, and the whole world give back the song which now the angels sing.
And now we are singing O Come Emmanuel, and Alec will be playing trombone on this piece.
Spirits find on presence here, and dawn in
Tonight, we honor and celebrate the wonders of darkness and lightness, the nurturing of the womb and the awakening through birth. It's been quite a year, quite a 4 years. It may have seemed as if we were living in the dark, and we may have perceived the dark as negative. We have been living through lengthy periods of solitude, loneliness, self-searching, fear, anger, blame. Maybe we've had momentary thoughts of punishment or revenge, and certainly we grieve for those who have been and are sick and for those who have passed. Then in that same darkness, we experience forgiveness, new hobbies and pastimes, lots of activism for justice, catching up with responsibilities, letting go of our thoughts of the dark being negative. We were and are able to nurture ourselves while in darkness. We have proved that. And I feel certain we as humanity are experiencing some gratitude. Gratitude that we've had this time to reunite with our souls. Gratitude that so many have come out to participate in democracy, to vote, to protest peacefully, to write letters and postcards, to text and phone, to donate to worthy causes and candidates. Gratitude that we are alive. Gratitude for the love we share with others and for the love we've shared with those who have moved on to the next step in their journey. So darkness has become our womb, the place that nurtures us, the place where we contemplate, we grow and learn about ourselves. The darkness is our interior, our inner self, our inner beauty, our inner thoughts. In the midst of all that has confronted our country and world, we came to the winter solstice. This new Christmas star appeared as the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn coming closer together in our sight, in their own sight, about 456 million miles apart from each other, this last Monday. We could look at this alignment as letting go of the old ways of authoritarianism, competitiveness, and blame. We could see this Christmas star as bringing in the new, harmony, cooperation, generosity. We couldn't have seen the light of that Christmas star without the darkness of the night. And just as we don't have birth without the womb, night without day, well, maybe if we live in Alaska or Norway, we sometimes get them blurred. We wouldn't have winter without summer. And again, with climate change, sometimes we don't know what it's going to be or what it is. We don't have the void without the emergence of newness. The artist, the musician, the dancer, the athlete, the aware person knows about light and darkness, strong statements, subtle statements, shading and shadowing. Seasons have colors. Humanity has colors. Life has colors. Though we may each have our favorite time of year, day or night, the universe does not appear to have favorites. When I taught middle and high school students, we would often discuss social justice, Black Lives Matter, Hispanic children in cages, and other similar pressing matters. My students were very aware of what is going on. I would say 98% of students in a class of mixed races, religions, and economic state. Sometimes I would hold up a piece of paper like this and say, look, I'm not white, I'm beige. And they would, the first time they would hear me say that, they would laugh and agree that skin color ranges from everything from the darkest of dark to the lightest of light, just like nature. And we agreed, of course, that prejudice and racism are products of people being taught fear of what they do not know, of not having met another, and perpetuating myths about the other. One of the beauties of today's youth, which I did witness as a teacher and also as a substitute teacher until COVID, is that in general, young people are more like the universe. They don't see color. They don't see darkness as threatening. They don't see others' limitations. They tend to accept and celebrate our similarities and differences as people. Probably most of us have suffered through the dark night of the soul, maybe more than once or twice. We felt there was no way out, no answer. I'm stuck. I'm alone. What'll I do? And we've equated those feelings as darkness being negative. But winter isn't negative. The womb isn't negative. The cold isn't negative. Skin color isn't negative. Darkness isn't negative. We find our way through by being with the darkness. That darkness is our friend, our internal being, resting from resisting, realizing we can't go forward into day without night. I just learned that the poinsettia plant needs 14 hours of total darkness for 8 weeks. Then it turns a bright red, which only lasts a few weeks. I take it that that plant enjoys its life throughout, not waiting for the day it turns red. Winter is not a time to wait for spring. Darkness is not a time to wait for lightness. The dark and the light live side by side. We live side by side in appreciation and wonder at each other's and our own innate beauty. Let us continue as we live each day to become more familiar with these aspects of light and dark and light in our lives. And in so doing, learn to appreciate and honor the offerings of each. Right now, I'd like to do a short meditation. I'd like us, if we can sit a little straighter. Let us take some deep breaths into our lungs. Let us sit a little taller. Let us rest our hands in our lap, uncross our legs, open our minds, and go within and ponder the truth, beauty, and goodness of the darkness and of the lightness as we sit in silence with the chime. At this time, let's rise in spirit again. Keep ourselves in spirit and sing "O Little Town of Bethlehem." That was beautiful. Next, we have our Board of Trustees President, Lee Greer, who would like to give some words to us. Thank you, Lee.
Happy holidays. My name is Lee Greer, and I'm the current president of the Board of Trustees of the Universalist Unitarian Church of Riverside. Tonight is Christmas Eve, the time of our traditional annual Christmas Eve service. This has been a rough year for all of us, with a pandemic, an economic crisis, and I'm sitting alone right now in our beautiful sanctuary, which one day will be filled again with people, our congregation, our friends, our members, and the community around us. At this time, we would ask you to remember that we have a benevolence fund where we seek to meet the needs of people who come to us, both within our community and in our neighborhood, needing help with various things. And this is a time when a lot of help is needed. Please donate generously to this fund. The links will be displayed at the end of the presentation. And remember also that we need your help, your time, your talents with our community pantry, which has started recently. And we've had 2 monthly feedings already so far. And we have also made a number of improvements to the equipment in our church through our successful CARES Act grant. At this time of trial and difficulty in our country, let's be lights in our community. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Lee. Those are great reminders. We appreciate them. At this time, everyone, we will sing together From You I Receive.
From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, from this we live.
From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live.
Now, I would like to invite Bonnie, Grace, Adam, Terry, and Lee. We are here. Now I'm getting echo. We're going to read a poem that I wrote in, I think, 1996. My students have shared it so many times at winter holiday gatherings. And so here we are. Ready? Let's go. We're here. We're here
saying of all good things.
We're here to sing for health and peace, that fears and wars and hatred cease. Now winter's here with frost and rain, a time to heal our thoughts of pain.
Next slide.
Is Grace here? Oh, there you are.
Hi. What happens when we close the door, judge another, or think we're more? The world we want is gone from sight, and peace must wait another night.
Let bells ring out for those in need. All the children we must feed. Help everyone to have what's fair, homes and jobs and medical care.
Education for all, so knowledge grows, and around the world our friendship shows. In every winter there's a light of hope and helpfulness shining bright.
Let bells ring out in every land for Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Ramadan. For every act of justice and love, let bells re-echo the peace of a dove.
In truth, we bring love's joy to earth. In love, we bow to every birth. In faith, we praise each daughter, son. In peace, we live forever one. So let's sing together. Oh, I'm sorry. We're here
to sing.
Let
Carols ring. We're here to sing
of
all good things.
Let's sing, "Oh, Come All Ye Faithful."
O come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold to
We are actually going to sing 3 more songs. Can you hear me? Yes, okay. Go tell it on the mountain. Go tell it on the mountain. Angels we have heard on high, and joy to the world. And after that, we will close with Silent Night.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, that Jesus Christ is born. While shepherds kept their watching, o'er silent flocks by night, behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds feared and trembled when low above the earth rang up the angel chorus that hailed the baby's birth. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, that Jesus Christ is born. Down in a lowly manger, a humble babe was born, and God sent us salvation that blessed Christmas morn. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, that Jesus Christ is born. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echo with their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why these songs of happy cheer? What great brightness did you see? What glad tidings did you hear? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. See him in a manger laid, whom the angels praise above. Mary, Joseph, lend your aid, while we raise our hearts in love. Gloria in excelsis Deo. heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, now gladness reigns, let hearts and floods employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. No more the sins and sorrows grow, nor thorns in flesh around. Let righteousness its glory show, as far as love is found, as far as love is found, as far as love is found.
Before we sing Silent Night on this blessed Christmas Eve, may we go from this gathering knowing that we'll be apart for a while, but only in the physical sense. May we each embrace the wonders of dark winter skies, bold brown and black tree trunks, and the cold, all nurturing the yet unmanifested. And may we, as faithfully, embrace the light of day. Let us honor the womb that nurtures our inner child as we honor the birthing of our child that brings kindness, joy, and peace to ourselves and to the world. If, as in our usual services on Christmas Eve, we do a candlelight, if you wish to dim a light or turn on a light or light a candle or simply remain as you are, let us sing together now.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, child of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Our benediction tonight is May Our Faith Sustain Us by Jim Wickman. You may speak it with me if you wish. May our faith sustain us, our hope inspire us, and our love surround us as we go our separate ways, knowing that we will gather again in this beloved community. Amen. We wish you happy holidays to everyone, to celebrate and honor in every way that you wish, of course. And to the world, we offer our solemn promise to work for peace, love, and justice. And it's time for fellowship. So join us, stick around, we can chat for a while.